Show durian.
To a 3-point margin. Griffin, good defense from Lillard, and they force another Brady turnover, and the play. Very calls Chris.
Ôi, còn việc chứ hả?
And another turnover. 2-on-1, Crawford and Rivers. And
Nanonood ka ba?
A4. We sold our house. As long as nothing goes wrong for 30 days, it's a done deal. What the?
A sorority next door?
Why is this happening again? You're only making them sexier! We need help.
If we steal their stash, they won't be able to pay rent.
What's the plan?
I'm gonna dance.
Just you dancing. Enough to distract the entire sorority? You want me to go up with you?
We have to ruin the old people's lives.
They killed a girl.
Neighbors?
Wait, Hector. is found in the new Audi A4. One notable difference. The all-new Audi A4 with available traffic jam assist.
You could spend your dollar on this, or you can spend it on this. You could spend your buck on this, or you can spend it on this. This, or this. Well. Is a beach chair.
Welcome back, everyone, to Moto Dinner. Jones, courtside, along with Lawrence Burke and Jay and Dante. Folks, we've got the Yankees and Rangers. Presented by ESPN app.
My Yankees have won a World Series. I know our colleague Mark Jackson would co-sign that. Problem here in the second half, 8 turnovers. First, for Portland, they had 5 in the third period. Terry Scott touched on it in the interview with J.A. Adonde. How about Clippers have turned 12 points off of those two key struggles on the offensive end, right? When you force them to execute a half court, they've not looked sharp.
Lillard, catch and shoot. Rims out, but Harkless with the rebound. Fire rebound. And that zone face, Oakland expression etched across his face. Griffin from the foul line, bad miss.
5 for 15.
What do you make of his game at this point, though?
Yeah, I think it's clear. He just rushed too much.
And Plumlee having a great night statistically.
Career high 18 boards.
Now 20. Yep. The mic is yours, Moto Center. If you're going to make a statement, make sure it's an intelligent one. The all-new Audi A4 with available virtual cockpit. His trip to Mars is only one way. He is the most interesting man.
Now, T-Mobile to stream all the video that you want. Favorite services, free, without using one bit of your LTE data. Plus, you can roll your unused data forward. No one does data
Streaming. Finally, a shake for an aficionado like myself.
You're a shake aficionado?
Not a shake aficionado, the shake aficionado.
handcrafted.
Cashback from Bank of America to buy a new gym bag.
before earning 1% cash back everywhere, every time. And 2% back at the grocery store, even before he got 3% back on gas. Kenny used his Bank AmeriCard Cash Rewards credit card to join the Wednesday Night League because he loves to play hoops, not jump through them. That's the excitement of rewarding connections. Apply online or at a Bank of America near you.
Welcome back, everyone, to Portland. And after we wrap it up here, stick around for Sports Center at night with the two Johns. They'll have all the NBA, NHL playoff highlights, Major League Baseball, NFL free agencies, updates from UFC 197. John Bones Jones back in action, and the rest of your day in sports. Sports Center at night tonight for the NBA playoffs right here on ESPN. Streaming live on Watch ESPN as well as the app, and Plumlee having a career night.
So how do you affect winning, Mark, if you've only taken 4 guys? Put up 8 assists. You get your high post, get it on time and on target for your teammates. How about that? 8 assists. And you only take 4 shots, but you screens, you roll hard to the rim. Oh, by the way, you've got 20 more, most in any playoff game this season. It's not all about how many shots do I get, it's how can I contribute to a win.
Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Jamal Crawford, and then J.J. Redick on the court for the Clippers.
Talaga.
Starting Chris Paul. Crawford off the screen, and he drills another mid-range. 1 point. They take the ball out with a little of no double from McCollum. Boy, Amino's thinking about it. You can see it, right, George? Amino run off that three-point line.
Into the back.
4.5 minutes to go. Chris Paul. Jordan screen, and that's what Chris Paul does, folks.
That's a bad man at the point guard spot right there. I'll tell you this, he's got to finish. I think he's equal 3%.
The all-time NBA this way. Carry this Clipper team while Blake Griffin was out for those 45 games. Lillard from 3.
I see with Blake and CP3, but you wonder, after that bad miss from Blake, did they not go in that direction?
All over to Crawford. The hit and one! Jamal Crawford heating it in the second half. The NBA Sixth Man of the Year, the oldest recipient.
One of the most respected guys and liked guys in the league. This is what he does. He's a scorer by nature, makes tough shots.
Doc Rivers told him at Christmas time, said, our bench experiment isn't working out so far. Josh Smith and Lance Stevenson have since departed, and he told Jamal Crawford, you need to be more aggressive. And he's answered in time.
Look at how hard they are trying to deny the catch from McCollum. And now they are going back to what they did game 1, which is this aggressive trapping, and they waited till now.
Good contest by Redick.
It's so different because in game 1 they started this way, right? And they took those 2 guys completely out of rhythm. Lillard said game 2, missing Merler couldn't shed rhythm. Tonight they caught a rhythm, so even under duress they're making shots.
Griffin's been missing and continues that play.
Not sure why he took that shot, Mark.
A long dig. Plumlee with the floater. Loose ball. knocked loose out of bounds. And it's Clipper basketball.
Mamaya ka naman noon. 3 minuto na lang eh.
Rich Paul working against Parker. And against Andre Jordan.
Meron? Ako nagsabi doon.
He gets his shoulder.
Ano yun? Mistake. Hindi talaga. Ay, nako. Hindi marunong ang sales ko.
Ay, nako, tagal. Ako na yan. Ano ba na yung... Bumilang niya.
Ako lang Sampu?
At kaya totoo ako. Kanina tumalong siya eh. Mula doon sa pangalawang hagdan, tumalong doon. Nakalabas sa pito. Wala ako kanina. Pinaling na yung...
Against Plumlee is third.
Wala ng daddy mo. Ay, hindi. Sabi mga
Jordan back at the free throw line. 2 of 6 tonight.
Hindi ka mas masasang taas.
Ay, PLDT yan nga.
PLDC lang.
Lillard. Parker spins. Gets it. 2 minutes to play.
You've got to have a good decision maker if you force Lillard to give it up. And Plumlee made another good decision as a passer mark.
Redick for 3.
The toughness of this Portland team to relinquish the lead and get it back.
Step back 3, Lillard. Timeout with 1:33 to go. This Clippers trying to go up 3-0. Down by 3. Back with the finish after this.
Rated E to M. Before we go any further, consider these 2 facts. Xbox One is the only system with every top 10 best-selling console game and backward compatibility. Wait, there's
Ay, bumili ito. Ano sabi nila? May kandida itong magnanakaw. May kandida.
one more thing. Xbox One is now $299. Maybe I should have led with that.
provide you with this succulent jackrabbit pie, this delicious gray water soup, and a single lick off the family lolly every harvest moon?
Don't be a settler. Get a $100 reward card when you switch to DirecTV.
The third highest scoring tandem in the league in the regular season. C.J. McCollum, tough shot under duress of the defender and the shot clock. And then Damian Lillard. How about really good defense from Chris Paul, forces him into an off-balance, off-one-foot jump shot. You see the visible frustration from Crawford. He thought he got pushed underneath. 28 and 26. Doing work, Mark Jones.
Hey, it's interesting. McCollum hitting that shot over Reddick. Remember, McCollum came to national prominence in the NCAA tournament when Lehigh defeated Duke. A little Lehigh against Duke right there.
Yung ano, di adobo.
And then remember, they were the
careening into the front row. He's still not up yet. Chris Paul laying motionless and now starting to move a little bit. Chris Paul taking his time getting up. Like one more look at what happened to Chris Paul. Fell hard. It's almost on both sides of the basket this year, and tough cushion the ball for Chris Paul. And they're going to go to the monitor here to check to see if this is a flagrant foul or not. There was no contact to the head area.
I don't think so. I think he's making a play on the ball.
Didn't see any apparent wind-up, which is one component of flagrant, or head contact. Let's bring in our former NBA official, Steve Zabby, at the NBA Replay Center. Steve, what do you make of this replay, and what's your ruling on it? What do you think?
Yeah, what the referees are looking at right now is unnecessary contact. Of course, there's not excessive contact. I think we've both seen on the replay, you see the left hand a while there. So getting effective to what these officials think is, say, unnecessary and in a vulnerable position here. I think it couldn't possible flagrant penalty one.
Let's see one more look on it right there. A common foul. All right, Steve, thanks a lot. And it's going to send McCollum to the free throw line. His Blazers leading by 3.
But I like the clarification because it clearly wasn't excessive. It was more, was it a dangerous play?
Flagrant 1 is unnecessary. Flagrant 2 unnecessary and excessive. That one neither, as McCollum missing the first. He's an 83% free throw shooter during the regular season.
It'll be interesting to see when the Clippers get the ball back, where do they go? Because then typically you see late pick and roll out high with Blake. Blake's had a couple of tough moments here down the stretch. It's very hard for for him. This is his 8th game back after missing so much time. He's trying to catch your rhythm. There's no doubt this guy is a force when he is right and able to play. His numbers were truly extraordinary pre-Christmas.
And what about last year in the playoffs?
Right.
He was a real force for the Clippers. Down by 4, 1:19 to go. Crawford. Whistle. And they are going to send DeAndre Jordan to the free throw line. By and large, in games 1 and 2, the hack-a-Jordan intentional foul strategy did not work for the Portland Trailblazers. Tonight, Jordan 2 for 8. Bob Brewer saying the key is getting stopped after they do this. You could qualify that as a bad miss. That wasn't short or long. That was wide right. Nothing but net on the second. One possession ball game. Paul guarding Lillard. They're going to double team Lillard. Take it out of his hands. No double team on McCollum, who's guarded by Blake Griffin here. Maurice Harkless. Momentum for the Blazers.
Here's the plan. You want a family and a career, but most of the time you feel like you're trying to wrangle a hurricane. The rest of the time, they're asleep. And one day, HR schedules a meeting with you out of the blue, and it's the worst 19 minutes of your career. But you don't sweat it, because you and your advisor have prepared for this. And when the best offer means you're moving to the middle of nowhere, the boys say they hate the idea, but you pretend it's not so bad. And years later at Thanksgiving, when one of them says what he's thankful for most is this house, you realize you didn't plan for any of this, but you wouldn't have done it any other way.
With the right financial partner, progress is possible.
Back at the Moda Center, 55 points to go. Mark Jones to work first. Donde. Portland with a big bucket a moment ago here from Harkless.
So you've got DJ and Jamal Crawford deciding who's checking who. Are you going to go out if you're Crawford and be check for the shooter, or are you going to check more Harkless on the side glass? He doesn't do either, and Harkless makes the pay. He was frustrated that DJ didn't get him, but DJ has somebody on his side of the floor as well.
Chris Paul. They don't need a three here. Reddick fires one. Rims out. And an immediate foul on Plumlee. Stop the clock with 45.5 to go. That one was halfway down and out.
And Plumlee and Griffin having a conversation coming up the floor with each other. Foster is standing between the two of them. They're still conversing. This is like 94 feet with Jim Lewis.
Little walk and talk up the court. There have been some contentious between these two teams late in the regular season. The Clippers won a comeback game here. There were some that felt that they celebrated a little bit too much. As Plumlee makes the first. The six-point lead, and then because of a clerical error during the regular season game, McCollum was unable to play. Doc Rivers could have maybe let it slide. By rule, he had his right and said no, and kind of fueled a little bit more fire between these two teams.
The way we like it.
Oh, yeah. Six-point game. Paul for three. Short. And now the Clippers really facing an uphill climb. McCollum tipped into the backcourt. No violation. Lillard fouled by Austin Rivers.
Tell you what, they had to show some mental toughness to start the game. Portland, they relinquished the lead and find a way back.
Armand Hill, the assistant coach, looking at Doc Rivers, shaking his head. Lillard at the foul line, 89% on the season. Here's the story in the West. Golden State, 3:30 Eastern time on ABC against Houston, up 2-1. OKC up 3-1. San Antonio on ABC tomorrow, 1 o'clock, trying to close it. To say that the dream is free, but the grind is sold separately. The Golden grind.
The all-new Audi A4 is here.
A little holla for James Dalla. The man can rap and the man can play some basketball. And after
Hindi na nakapagod na natapang lagi, ha? Hindi mo alam kung ano ba.
2 games that were a mighty struggle. He got started early. The strong dribble drive in the face of DeAndre Jordan. How about the little stick?
And that just went to it. The final nail here. Public, who had the big one.
Chris Paul, Mo
Hindi, wag mo po.
How about this recovery? Made the switch in game 2. Put the longer, stronger, versatile Mo Harkless on Chris Paul.
The seeds for Portland's success were sown way back in July. And Damian Lillard knew that there was going to be major changes with personnel. Got together about 7 or 8 of his teammates in San Diego. They worked out for several days at San Diego State, played some ball, got together at night, played some cards, hung out, went to a Padres game or 2, did some great ball, and paved the way for their successful regular season. And Lillard tying a career high with 32.
Yeah.
96-88 the final. And Portland is right back in this series. The backcourt came alive tonight and responded in a big way to the challenge with 32 and 27 respectively. Lillard and McCollum. Let's go courtside today. Damien, you guys are finally on the board. What was different about this performance after the 2 losses in LA?
Even after the first 2 games, I said we defended well. We just didn't make shots. The first game, the horrible game, the coaching staff did a great second game of getting us better looks early, and we just didn't knock them down.
Ay, grabe. Diyos ko po.
We went back to the gym. We were consistent with our work, stayed with that process, and we came out tonight. The ball was going in, and we continued our defense. We ain't looking for a nickname. We just don't come out here every night. And just make people respect it. That's all we need to do. That's what we're going to continue to do. From this tonight.
That's Oakland on his chest. And covering his back, he had 32. McCollum had 27. They turned back the Clippers late. Harkless, big key, and the passing of Plumlee was as well. We've got a series. It's 2-1. Coming up next, Sports Center at night. For Doris Burke, I'm Mark Jones and Jay Adonde. Thanks for watching it. The NBA on ESPN. So long from Portland.
It's past our bedtime. I'm desperately trying to... Well, read your closed captioning, man, if it gets a little loud. Sports Center coming your way right after this thing. All the sports.
You might think all water is the same, but some water can dribble. Rain threes, even drain a buzzer beater. We're all made of water, so make every drop amazing with Brita.
You are what you drink.
Drink cleaner, healthier, amazing with Brita.
This is Sports Center.
John Key and all manner of breed. John B, John A, bringing it live and late on a Saturday. Giddy up. So what happens is we'll read aloud, and you follow the bouncing ball. Let's do it. NBA basketball. John will talk with Doris Burke in a second, but first, as you just saw, the Clippers and the Portland Trail Blazers in action. Good game. It's tight here with 2:40 left. A 1-point lead for the Clippers. Trying to go up 3 games to love. Damian Lillard. Strong. Maurice Harkless with a strong baseline move, and the Trailblazers win. Doris Burke, part of the broadcast crew for the Clips and Blazers. And Doris, since you are in Rip City, is there anyone you would like to rip? Or if you prefer kindness, you can shower that on the difference maker here.
King.